Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying my Python playlist. So this video is also from the Python playlist guys, and in this video we'll understand what is filter in Python. Yes, so filter is very much important in Python, and it is used very much whenever you want to filter out from some of the iterables. So to understand in detail what is filter, we have to write a code definitely, and we have to understand line by line how filter works. Perfect. And even if you understand under the hood how filter works, you can also create your custom filter guys. So let's get started. Let me share my screen and we'll understand the filter in detail. What is filter under the hood, how it works, and with some example we'll try to code and understand. So let's get started guys. Let me share my screen. So I have created one new IPYNB file, filter.ipynb, and you know very well where you can find this IPYNB if you want to refer later on. So very first question, what is filter in Python? So filter is an inbuilt function in Python which is used to select the elements from the collection based upon the condition. Now, what is meaning of select of element from collection or based upon condition? So if you see in filter, we pass two parameters. One is the function and is the iterable. Iterable, what could be the iterable? It can be list, it can be tuple, it can be set. When you pass those iterables based upon your function, it will try to extract, filter out some of the element whenever it meet to the condition. Okay, whenever it meets to the condition, it will try to extract or it will try to filter out some element from the given iterable. That is very much clear guys. Now, so here is some definition. It keep what matches the condition, it remove what does not match. So as I said, if it meet the condition, it will try to extract that element. And the syntax is function and iterable. Function returns true or false inside the filter, and based upon that filter try to extract the element from the given iterable. Iterable can be list, tuple, and set. Okay, and the result of this filter is object. Basically, it's basically a lazy function. It never ever return everything at a time. Whenever it required, it going to return one by one. Okay, so from this filter object we need to convert that into list, so you will get the list of filtered what element. So I think you would be a bit confused what is happening, what you are trying to say, filter object and try to filter out some element. So unless we don't write the code, we don't understand completely. I think you will be agree with me, right? So now let's understand with the code guys. So what I'll do that I'll write very first and very simple that filter out. Let's say I have one list over here, that is nums equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have this list, or let's say 10 also, and I would say filter out even number using filter function. Simple. So what I'll do, first, we need to understand the syntax of the filter is the function and iterable. So what I'll do, I'll just take one variable first. Let's say even num equal to filter. Once we have taken the filter is the inbuilt function in Python. I think I already told you that. Now we need to pass the function. So that function will return true or false. Based upon that this filter function will extract the even number. So for that we'll use the lambda function. Lambda function I have already covered in the last video. If you have not seen, please watch out that. Okay, lambda, sorry, it's my mistake. Lambda x, then over here x molar division by 2 equal to 0. This will return what? This will return true only. And true and false, but whenever it's true, then only your filter function will work. Now I'll pass over here this nums, and as soon as I execute this, it has been executed. Now if you try to print this, what you will see, you will see the filter at some some number are given. It means that it is just returning the object of the filter. Then how we can get the numbers? You just pass over here list. Once you pass the list, you will get the even number out of that. Perfect. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is the even number. Now it is really important that we should pass the function over here. See, the syntax saying that we need to pass the function. So you directly write the function over here, or you write function then pass into the filter. So other method of doing this, let's say that you don't know, let's say lambda function. Okay, you know the user defined function. So with the user defined function, how you can perform this? So I'll do first, let's say def is even. Okay, and then you need one number over here, that the argument you are passing, and then what you are doing over here, you are returning only n modular division by 2 equal to 0. So whenever it is divisible, then it will return true. Perfect. After that, what you will do over here, let's say I'll take over here even number equal to, again I'll take the list at the beginning only, no need to again convert into list. So at the beginning only I've taken the list, guys. Then inside that I'll write the filter. Inside that I'll pass this function is even. Okay, is even, then comma over here, and after that we need to pass, let's say, this nums. Perfect. Okay, now let's run this. So once you run this, it has been executed. Now let's print this even number. Take this even number and execute this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. Now let's understand under the hood how this filter works. So let's say that it has some one over here empty list. Okay, then for item in iterable, because it taking the iterable over here, right? If you see over here, it taking the iterable. So what it takes basically for item in iterable. Okay, then what it does basically, it check if function of item, if it is that, then return, or over here result dot append your item. That's all. This is what it does under the hood, guys. Okay, now you will say that can we create the custom filter function? Yes, you can do that also. So let's do that now. Create a custom filter function. How we can make this? So again we'll take the def. Okay, then over here filter. You cannot take the filter. I think it will give errors because filter is the reserved word inside the Python. So what we'll do, we'll take the filters. Okay, or you can try. I have not tried that using the filter name over here, it will work or not, but it's a thumb rule, guys. We cannot use any of the reserved word of Python into creation of any function or the variable, but you can try. If it is not giving error, you can write the filter, but I'm taking the filters. Then what we need to pass as an argument, we need to pass over here function and iterable, right? So over here I will pass function then iterable. Once we are passing this, then what I'll do, I'll take the result, one empty dictionary, sorry, list. After that, for item in iterable, I'll take this. So whenever you pass as a list, it will try to iterate that. After that, it will check if your item, which is, sorry, your function, whenever the function you are passing, function of item, if it is that, means it is returning the true. In that case, it will be result dot append item. Okay, all good. Then after that you come out of the for loop and return the what result. Okay, this is what I have defined the custom filters. Let's try to execute and try to see this code is working or not. So how we will do that? We will do again same thing. We will take some number. So I'll copy this same number from here. Okay, I'll call this same number over here. Then I will call this filters, that custom filter over here, and I need to pass over here function. So we need a function to check whether there is an even number in this or not. So for that, let's take this one. This is my function. Okay, I'll copy from here and I will paste over here. So this is my function. So I'll pass this is even over here, and then comma, I'll pass this nums. So what you need in this filter, you need the function, which is this one, is even is the function, and iterable is your basically this list, which is I'm passing over here. Now what I'll do, I'll use over here one variable name, let's say even numbers checked. Okay, now let's run this. Completed. Now take the new cell over here and try to print this. Print your even number check, guys. Okay, and you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So see how we have created the custom filter, custom function, and then we are passing that function and this iterable, and we are able to get this even number. So under the hood, this is how the filter function, inbuilt filter function works, guys. Okay, so as a developer, you should know that how a filter function works in the hood. Okay, now next check given, or let's say filter out, not check, filter out prime number from the given list. So for that, first we create the prime number function. So def is prime, then I need one function over basically number, which is an argument, and I'm taking over here. Now if n is equal to 0, in that case return return invalid, invalid. Okay, over here elif n is equal to 1. If the n is 1, in that case what you need to do, return I think it's prime, or 1 is prime, I think, yeah. So return true, then return true. Okay, so what I'll do over here, I'll take one flag, guys, flag equal to false. Okay, now I'll take this else, under the else. So for the 0, if the n is 0, it will return invalid. If it is 1, it will return true. So if it is, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, 1000, 2000, then in that case what we'll do, we will check that number is prime or not. So when a number can be prime, if it is divisible by itself and 1, right? So for example, 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, and 5 is prime number, 7 is a prime number, 11 is a prime number, right? So how do you know this number are prime? Let's say 5 is a prime. How do you know that? You try to divide by first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and you know that in between 1 to 4 it is only divisible by 1, right? It is not divisible by any other number, so that's why it's a prime number. Of course 5 will be divisible by itself also, so I'm ignoring that part. So what I'll do, similar way, if let's say I'm passing over here n equal to 10, then we need to divide that number from 2 to half of that number. So 10 is what? 10 is one number, half of that is 5. So we need to divide from 2, 3, 4, 5. Why till 5? Why? Because 6 to the 12. So it is giving the highest number. So of course it is crossing your 10. So that's why we have to divide by till 6, half of that, sorry, 5, half of that number. So let me show you that. I think you are not able to understand until I don't write. So let me write down, and I want to show you that how I am calculating this math. Okay, so let's say that this n is equal to 10. So if you want to know this number is prime or not, you need to divide this number from 2 to 10. And if that number is divisible by 2, let's say 5, and any other number, means this number is not a prime number. But in this logic in coding, what we'll do that we will divide this number from 2 to half of this number, n by 2. Half of this number plus 1 will take, let's say, because if let's say n is 11 by 2, it will give what? If you want, so it will be 5.5, right? So 5.5, so we will take 5, and let's say one more number, 5 plus 1. Why? Because if you take the range, let's say if I write for I in range of 2 to 6, it will give 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now so if n is 10, we will divide that 10 from 2 to half of that number. Half of that number is 5. Why till here? Because if you go to 6 into 2 is 12. This is basically crossing your number 10. So no need to divide after 5, guys, because 5 into 2 is 10. So stop there. Now let's say you have a number 15. So if you have a number 15, so from where to where you will divide? So you will divide 2 to n by 2. So n by 2, basically it will be 15 by 2. So it will give 7.5, let's say. So we will divide from 2 to 7. Why? Because 7 into 2 is 14 and 8 into 2 is 16. So this is crossing your 15. So that's why we will divide from 2 to 7 to check whether this number is divisible by any other number between 2 to 7 or not. So if it is divisible, it means that number is not a prime number. Okay, so that logic will pass over here. So now let's write over here for I in range of 2 comma over here n by 2 plus 1. But sometime if the number is not divisible by 2, it will give the float. But I want the what? I want the only integer over here. So that's why what I'll do, I'll just pass over here this division. So what it does basically, let's say if I'll go over here, I'll write 15 and divide by this, you will get the 7. And if you write, let's say only this division, you will get 7.5. I don't want this 0.5 over here. I want only this. So that's why I'm using n and this division. Okay, perfect, guys. So after this, what I'll do, I'll check if that number, if n is n modular division of 2 is equal to 0. In that case, I want to make this flag false. Is already false, but still I'll make this false, and then I will break. As soon as I find that this number is divisible by not 2, sorry, I did a mistake. It should be I. Okay, as soon as I find this is divisible by any other number, as soon as I find that this number n is divisible by any of the number, immediately will break. No need to go further. What logic I'm putting over here? Let's see that. So let's say that I'm passing one number over here. Very important to know. Let's say I'm passing n equal to 8. Okay, so it will come over here, and it is for I in range of 2 comma n by 2. So 8 divided by 2, it is 4 plus 1. So it will become 2 to 5. Okay, then it will come over here. If your n 8 divided by I equal to 0. So at first iteration, your I will be 2. So 8 modular division by 2 is equal to 0. Of course, this 8 is divisible by 2. So it will make this if condition will return true. So as soon as this true, it will come over here and it will make the flag false and it will break. I don't want to check further. Why? Because if a number is prime, it will not divisible by any other number rather than 1 and itself. And this number is divisible by 2. I don't want to check any other number because it's not a prime, because it is divisible by any other number, which is 2 right now. Okay, so I don't want to check any further number. That's all. Now let's say we have a 9. Okay, we have a 9. So in that case, if you have n equal to 9, so what I'll do over here, for I in range of 2 comma 9 divided by 2, how much it will be? It will be 4, right? 4 2s are 8. So 4 plus 1 5. It will be 5 over here. Then it will come over here. If your 9 modular division by I equal to 0. So at first case, I is 2. Okay, so 9 modular division by 2 is not equal to 0. Correct? So it will not go to this if condition further. Again, next, your I is, let's say, 3. So in that case, 9, if 9 modular division by 3 is equal to 0, it will make true, guys. Why? Because 9 is of course divisible by what? 3. So it will come to this over here. It will make flag equal to false and then it will break this loop. I think you got the idea, right? This is how it is going to work. So after that, what we'll do, I'll come over here and we'll write over here, 1 second, if I model is equal to 0, false equal to flag equal to false, other unbreak. Perfect. Else we need to write, I don't think so we need to write else, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see that we need to write or not. Now over here, if we'll write, why it is coming directly here. Yeah, if you make this true, not false, you keep this at beginning true. Okay, because we are assuming that the given number is prime. Okay, and if it is divisible, then we make it false. Okay, now if flag, if it is a flag, then return t true, else false. Return false. Now let's check this first, function is working or not, then we'll pass into the filter. Okay, so what I'll do over here, we'll first run this cell. After that, I'll call this is prime. I'll call this over here is prime, and I'll pass over here, let's say very first number, that is 5. True, it is coming. It means that it is working. 5 is a prime number. If you pass 6, it is false. 6 is not a prime number. If you pass, let's say 1, it's a true because I have given over here true. And if you pass 0, it's invalid, right? So it is working, guys. Now what I'll do, I will take one list over here. So n equal to let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 4 5 6 7 8 comma 9 comma 10. Okay, now over here, prime number equal to list, then over here filter, and function we need to pass. So function is this is prime, so I'm passing this is prime comma and this n over here. Now let's run this, and over here let's try to print this is a prime number. So 1 2 3 5 7 is the prime number in this. 1 2 3 5 and 7 is the prime number. Now let's say that check from the range of, or filter out from range of 1 to 50. So how will you do this? We need to pass the list over here, guys. We need to pass a list over here. How you can do this? So what I will do over here, let's say I need to create one list. That list we need to pass into that prime to check this is prime. So what I'll do over here, for I in a range of 1 comma 51, and then let's say that number check equal to, and over here number check dot append, and I will pass I to this. So this will create the list. Then is prime equal to, I will pass over here list, first list, under the list filter, and under the filter I will pass this function, that is prime. Okay, I'll pass is prime, comma, and then this number check, Control C and Control V. This should be an empty list, guys. So what I'm doing, from this range I am creating a number from 1 to 50 that I'm appending into number check, and then I'm calling this filter function. I'm passing this is prime function, which is over here, and then I'm passing this iterable, that is a list, after appending, and I am filtering out the prime number from 1 to 50 and saving into this variable as a list. It's a prime, is not is prime, it's a prime number, guys. Prime number. Perfect is going good. You can see 1 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19 23 29 31 37 41 43 47 is the prime number, right? I hope you got the idea how it is working. Now let's see some more examples and then we will conclude this session. So we have one list of fruit and it is saying that filter out the string which length is odd. So basically we need to filter out those fruit whose length is odd. So how will you do this? So odd fruits equal to, I'll pass over here list, then over here filter, and then over here I need the lambda function, lambda x, and over here length of this x is not modular division by 2 is not equal to 0. Okay, and then we should be passed the comma, and then this a, run this, and then try to get the name of this apple, fig and grape. So 3, see over here, 3 plus 2 5, 3 and 3 plus 2 5, over here 3 3 6 4, right? And over here 2 4 plus 6, over here 6. So how it is working, guys? As soon as I pass the list, it will try to iterate as it is mentioned over here. Custom, if you see the function over here, see, this is the custom function, right? Now check this, check out this over here, write this. So as soon as I pass this a, that is a list, it will try to iterate. So first it will be apple, then it will go to the function is this lambda of x, length of x. So length of your apple, it will check length of apple is 4, which is not divisible by, sorry, it is 5. So it is not, modular division is not equal to 0, means it is not divisible by 2. I want to check that should be odd, and a number can be odd if it is not divisible by 2, right? So over here I'm checking that condition, and whenever it is true, then it is going to append into the result and then returning it. So same thing happening over here. I hope you got the idea, right? Now let's see the next problem. So I have one nested list and I want to find those nested lists which addition is 10. So how will you do that? So let's say addition 10 equal to, again, list filter, and over here we need to pass the function. So function should be lambda of x. So whenever we iterate this using this function, so at the first iteration it will take the entire list of this, right? So I want to check whether the sum of x is equal to 10, then you return that one. Okay, and then over here nested list, you pass this, and now print addition 10 over here. It's giving what? It is giving empty list. Why? Sum of x. So x will be your this, right? Is equal to 10. Let me check over here what is going wrong. So let's say for item in nested list, and then print over here first, print item. So I'm getting correct only. Sum of item 6, 15 and 11. Okay, that's why I'm getting empty. But how it is possible? Which addition is 10? So none of them is addition is 10. Now check, let's take one over here, 5, 5, and then over here let's say 2, 3, 5, and then over here let's say 6, 2, 2. Let's see now. Perfect. So before there was none of the item or nested list which addition is 10. That's why we are getting empty over here. So now if you see that this is giving the addition of 10. So 5 plus 5, 10, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10. Perfect. You got it, right? Do I need to explain this? I think I already explained. At every iteration, it will going to get the individual list, and then sum of that I'm comparing, which is equal to 10. If it is 10 means it is true, and that we need to filter out. So that is the specialty of filter. Whenever the function condition is true, then it filter out that element. Perfect. Now let's see the next example, guys. So next example is filter out user from database, active user from database. We need to filter out only the active user from this. So how will you do this? Active user. So active user equal to, let's say, list of filter. Okay, then over here lambda, lambda of x, and this x of let's say whenever you are iterating this, at every iteration you are getting the list of dictionary, and in that case this x will be a dictionary. So I want to check whether this x of this active equal to true. So in that case only you return me the users, and now I'm passing this iterable. Now let's print also. Print this active user. Filter expect 2 argument, 1 is given. Okay, I think I have closed this over here. I should not close this over here. I should close this. Amit active, Neha active. I mean it's true. How this is working? Now let's see this. So at the very initial stage, whenever you pass this iterable to the filter function, it will iterate that. So same thing I'm doing over here. So item for item in user. Okay, user. Then over here let's say print item. So see, at every iteration you are getting the individual dictionary. So let's say that if I write item of, let's say active, sorry, active only, the key is active, right? So I'll pass this over here, active. So you can get true, false, true. So if I write over here, if item of active, okay, then only print item. So we get this two. Same thing, I'm just comparing over here because if condition is not there, that's why I'm comparing x of active equal to true. So if you want x, you just pass over here x. That's all, guys. I think you are now very smart to understand this. See, this is how it is working. Now the last example of the filter. So the last example is we have one email and we need to filter out the valid email. Filter out the valid email. Filter out the valid email. How will you find out the email is valid or not? It should be @.com, or you can use any logic over here, but I'm giving the simple logic to make it understandable. So what I'll do over here, let's say I'm giving two logic over here. It should have a @ and dot. So I'll write over here valid email equal to list, and then over here filter, then we need the function. So lambda of e, and then over here in e, okay, in e, and .com in e. If both are there, then you only give me the filtered valid emails. Now let's try to print this. Let's see it is working or not. So let's take this valid email over here and try to print this. There is a problem. Okay, it should be under the inverted comma because it's a string. See over here, @gmail.com, @user.com, yahoo.com, not user.com. Perfect. But you can make any of the function and then you can pass over here and just pass the iterable. So I hope you are very clear with the filter, guys, and this is all about this video. Thank you so much. Stay connected and learn with me. See you in the next video, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please don't forget, because I'm putting my all the effort to bring the content that can be useful for you, right? So after this Python, you can comment out which topic you want me to cover. Thank you so much. Let's connect in the next video. Thank you, guys.